And welcome back to Speedrun Ragnarok 2021, everybody. We have an amazing run coming up, Katamari Forever, by the one and only Garbitheglitcheress. And without further ado, take it away, Garby.
Yes, thank you, Pidge. So, this is Katamari Forever. This is the latest Katamari game released on PS3. I'm loading up my save, but time doesn't start yet. I'll let y'all know when it's about to start. Katamari. I know. It is so awesome, but this actually starts from a completed save file because with the way this game works, nothing saves after you complete the objective in a level. If you complete the objective in some of the levels, unless you wait for the time to run out. So it's just easiest to start from a completed file and then run through all the levels. And it also unlocks drive mode, which is generally the fastest way to do things. Yeah, Touch My Katamari was the latest one. Wait, no, this is definitely not the latest one. Yeah, Touch My Katamari is. But anyway, I guess if we're ready, we can start going with the timer, so I can count us down. So, yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. And so this first level is the tutorial, and it just kind of goes over some basic thing. This is also the first level that you play if you're starting from a clean file, I'm pretty sure. And so you just have to roll up there to cause these objects to spawn. And there are some moves that I have that I can't do yet. I'll get them after I get through certain portions of the tutorial, but this just has like the moves I'm doing right now. But after I get a little bigger, I can start like doing boosts and also quick turning and I don't have the Prince Hop yet. That's a move that was added in this game. And it definitely like adds a lot to this game, but it can be a little janky to use. Okay. And that's the first level. Yeah, definitely a remaster of some more of the games would be nice. But we just have to enter the Robo King there to create the Robo King. And the reason that we're creating the Robo King is that the king like fell asleep, so we need the Robo King as a replacement until we can wake the real king up. And so that was the first level, and now I'm going to go through several like make a star levels. Yeah, you can use. I think you use R3 to like. Wait, no, it's R. I think it's R2 to do it. Yeah, to Prince Hop. You don't have to use like the motion controls, thankfully. And so these levels will be going by really quick, especially this one, because there's a lot of cool things added to make these a lot quicker. Like, I'm doing it in drive mode, which makes it a lot faster, and I only need to get to 20 centimeters to complete this level, so it'll go by really quick. Okay, there, and I can just exit after that. And I don't do all the levels because some of the levels only require you to get like one of each item, so I won't be going to make a star 2 here. I'm instead going to be going to make a star 3. Where I roll around like a casino, and this level is from Beautiful Katamari. And you'll notice I'm getting broken hearts. There are 2 types of broken hearts that I can get within the levels. There's the one that lets you. There's one broken heart that lets you roll up a lot of objects in a pretty big radius, and there's another one that makes you roll them up in a smaller radius, but like it also lasts for like 10 to 15 seconds, and that usually ends up being the most helpful, but you can't choose which one you get. They're just hard-coded within the level. And here I have there's actually a lot of different routes you can do for this level, but this one I feel is kind of the simplest to do, because some of the routes rely on like really precise movement with drive mode, and But this one I can, as long as things go pretty well, I can usually get it in about a minute or so. But in the other ones, it usually takes quite a bit longer if things really go wrong. And so this is usually the route I like taking. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. And unfortunately, we can't hear a lot of these tracks, but like I incentive to like choose which song I use. There aren't all of them, but there are a collection of songs that you can choose from for me to play for the final level. And so, I guess speaking of donations, if you have anything you need to say, Pidge, I guess now would be a good time.
All right. Well, we have a $25 donation from Anonymous with no message, but thank you all the same for the generous donation. We have a 40. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, you can go on.
We have a $40 donation from Gundam Pilot Spaz with the comment $5 per death in Faces of Evil. Thank you once again for following through on that promise. That was a fantastic run.
That is awesome. Yeah, so but this is an underwater level. This is from Wheel of Katamari. And this is also in the original game, this is honestly one of the more punishing levels because there's fish hooks that if you hit will cause you to get caught by the fish hook, and it loses a lot of time. It's not as punishing in this level, but you still want to be aware of it. And that went pretty quickly. Yeah, I meant to skip the constellation level. That's another level that you only have to collect one of the constellations to exit, and then just exit. So I don't include that level in the run. And yeah, there's also this game is mainly stages from previous games. Yeah, but I still really like how much they're remixed and things. And honestly, there's like a lot of kind of new content. Like, there's a lot to do in this game, even though it is kind of just reusing a lot of old stuff. So this is another game that I'd really like to see a remake of, so that you can actually exit out of levels without having to wait for the time to run out after you complete the objective. I think that would be nice to have a remake of this for that. Please be able to get these. This one's starting off pretty well so far, thankfully. Okay. And this is and also one thing with this game is that the time limits are usually decreased quite a bit from the original versions, because the movement in this game is generally easier to get around than in other Katamari games. Like, in the original version, you got 10 minutes to complete this level, but in the drive mode variant of this, you only get 3 minutes, so it's pretty tricky. But also we're already almost at enough. Just need to get to a meter, and then, yeah. I can just exit. Now, here's my plan, yeah. Yeah, a lot of these are also DLC for Beautiful Katamari, so it can also be a pretty good value if you didn't get the DLC for Beautiful Katamari. Which was the last level I did? Yeah, that one, so I think for Katamari Damacy, they mainly just included the last levels in the respective fields, like the house, the town, and the world. So, like, make star 4, 8, and 10. And we'll see, the moon, and we'll be seeing those later. And yeah, there's just a lot of really great jams in this. I'd say this might be my favorite Katamari game, honestly. It's definitely close between this and We Love Katamari. But this is honestly a lot of fun to run, just because the like movement is like, it just moves so quickly and everything, but it does definitely make it tricky, but it's still a lot of fun. You need to get stuff. And drive mode makes it easier to just do that. And this is a level where, in particular, you have to be careful with cycles of things that you can't roll up. Like, you'll notice that there's, like, shopping carts and such. that will go around if I'm not on the right cycles, and in particular with drive mode, you get bumped really far if you hit something that you can't roll up, so you'll want to be careful. Okay.
I find this so mesmerizing, just watching the Katamari.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I feel like this is generally a pretty fun game to watch as well, just because it moves like so quickly. But we're already almost finished with this level. Just need to get like the second half of this level moves really quickly after getting to 50, and now we can just go back to the menu. And this next level coming up probably has my favorite song, and it's one of the songs that you can donate for. Make a Star 9. It has a remix of Lonely Rolling Star, which I think it's generally considered like one of the best songs in Katamari Damacy. And this is a very different take on it. Instead of being like an upbeat, like techno song, it's more of like a sad song, like a sad emotional song. But I honestly am a big fan of this song as well. I don't know if I like this or the original version more. I might actually prefer this one. They're both really good in their own ways. Just let me get up here. Good. But this level that moves really quickly. It's from Beautiful Katamari, and one thing with that game that makes levels in here a lot more quick is that Beautiful Katamari had an issue where after you got close to getting to the next milestone, it would take a while to load the next screen, but this doesn't have that issue, so this tends to move a little bit quicker because of that. So. But we're already at 15, and I'm waiting to get there was a broken heart there, but I'm waiting to get that. You want to get up here. Good. Okay. And then I can just get stuff from here, and it moves really quickly. There is like a little bit of having to see the next level load if you go quickly enough, but it's definitely not as noticeable as in Beautiful Katamari for Xbox 360. But and this is also one where the size has changed from Beautiful Katamari. In Beautiful Katamari, you had to get 500 meters, but here you have to get 800. But after you get to 500, it doesn't really take that long at all to get 800 because you can just roll here and you're already at 800. Oh yeah, Katamari in the Swing is a good one as well. I forget if I have that as one of the options actually, because that song does play a couple of times in the route, but I do think it's with some of the shorter levels though, so I hope I did include that actually. But now we're moving on to Make a Star 10. This is the level from this is a remix of Make a Star 8 in Katamari Damacy. There are also a few changes to what objects are there, and to how much, and also in some cases to how much diameter certain things give you. So, if you're going from the original, there are some things you'll need to readjust to. You can't always just follow the routes in the exact same way. So there are some differences, and I want to get to close to 20 centimeters, but not too much above 20 centimeters, or I will not be able to get down. I'll be too big to get down here, so I have to be careful not to be too small or too big. What? I'm not expected like a text box to fit in up here. Where was the? Okay, I need to get. I think I forgot to get some of the objects, but it's not a huge deal really. So, I don't think there's anything. I guess we can probably do some blurbs, or if you have anything you want to say, Pidge.
Sure. Well, we don't have any new donations to read just yet, so just as a reminder to everybody watching right now, this game has some excellent music in it, so if you're a fan of what you're hearing, you can actually get some donations in to bid on what the music choice will be during the final level of the run. Get those in as soon as you can, because we're going to have to close it partway through the run, so if you want to have a say in that, get your votes in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And just as a reminder that the Speedrun Ragnarok 2021 is benefiting Take This. As our marathon is ending tomorrow, just to let you know, if you'd like to continue supporting Take This after the marathon, they have a Patreon account at patreon.com/takethisorg, where you can pledge your support on a monthly basis.
Oh yeah, nice. It's definitely a really good cause, and yeah. Okay, so we're already almost at 2 meters, and so we'll kind of start speeding up around this part. But yeah, they're trying to think of what else I need to explain with this game, but rolling around a huge Katamari. Oh yeah, you also can't jump if like you're in the middle of one of those things where the screen's zooming out. You can't jump, so that's something you need to take into account, and it can be a little tricky to deal with. But we're getting close to 12 meters, so yeah, we can just take it now. And so now we'll be going to make a star 11. This was the final. This is a remix of the final level in Wheel of Katamari. Well, not the final level, but the level where you grow the biggest. And so, the diameter you need to get also changes. In there, you need to get 500 meters, but here you need to get to 1 kilometer. But it doesn't really take that much long to get to 500 meters. And this is a track that at first was pretty insignificant to me, but I've definitely grown fond of this track as I've played this level a lot. It's one where I'm really not sure the exact best route, but I have a pretty good idea of what I do. This is pretty good, like, diameter pace so far, so that's cool. Okay, can I get this yet? Well, not if I miss it. So, there we go. Okay. And then you can just roll around here. I'm pretty sure most of these routes are optimal, but it won't surprise me if like there's more like optimization found, because there's just so many different things you can do with these. And especially with broken hearts, adds like a ridiculous amount of optimization that can be done. But we're already at 11 meters, so I'm gonna want to get a few more of these things here and not get stuck, and then get this. I'm already at 12 meters. And also, that's also another instance where, like, the diameter you get from an object is a lot different. In the routing Katamari, in Wheel of Katamari, you would go and get the carousels, but it's not as worth it to do it in this one because they give significantly less diameter. So this is a place where the route changes quite a bit. So we're already at 81 centimeters, which is good. So I don't really need that. I just need to make sure to get to 150 by the time we get to the whirlpools, and I need to make sure not to miss too much. Not to miss too much. This rainbow here, I guess I didn't get that yet. Nah, okay, good. So I should be good now. that, and then I can get this. You have to be a little careful with how you do that. Also, some of the broken hearts despawn after you get to a certain diameter, so you don't want to pick them up too late. Like, for example, that one disappears after you get to 300 meters, so I don't want to get it after I get to 300 meters, or that'll just end lose time. This one pretty well. It's going to be about 3 minutes or so, I think, which is pretty good for this level. So now I can get the fields here, but that's bumping me. The 500 to 1,000 feet is actually tricky. Okay, there we go. I had to get like the spin thing there, even if it costs a little time. The spin instruments. But now we're going to be going on to make the moon. It's possible that I could have to restart. I'll say that each time I restart, I'll donate $5 here. It's just like a sudden impulse thing I decided to do. Yeah, hopefully I won't have to, but I might have to if I fall here. Okay. One, that may have still worked, but I'm not sure. 2. Okay, there we go. So that's $10 I'll need to donate. And like as always with like the things where I agree to donate per thing that happens, anyone can feel free to join in. Oh, I'm not big enough to get those. Just get those. But yeah, it's just like the route really does not work well if you don't manage to get a few of those peaches. So if you just fall at the beginning, which is really easy to do, it can lose you some time. And I guess in addition to that, another thing that I realized that I can donate toward is that each time I accidentally switch cousins, it doesn't happen that often, but if it does happen starting now, I'll donate $1 each time that happens. It shouldn't happen that much, and it might not happen at all, but we'll see. This broken heart, I think, also disappears at 3 meters, so I need to be careful when I get that. And also the diameter for some of the objects has changed also quite a bit. Normally you have to be over 4 meters to get the trees there, but I can just get them earlier in this game. But yeah, this is a really great, probably one of the better tracks in the game. I think I can get these now. Maybe not. I'm like really not big enough. Okay, now I can. Good. And now I think, yeah, now I'm big enough to get the trees there, so that helps. And I'm gonna get a few of these, and now I should be able to get these. Oh, I can't! Forgetting styles moment. But now I'm big enough to get those. But yeah, now it kind of moves more quickly, and there's not as many things I have to worry about. The print-off also makes some strats easier, like I could just jump here to get up here. I didn't get those trees what I usually get, so the getting diameter might be a little more strict, so I'm gonna get a few more times here. I can get those now. And also the timer for the broken hearts. It also runs while the king's talking to you, so you want to make sure to exit out of his dialogue as quickly as you can. We're pretty close to the end of this level. Just need to get a bit more. After I get that, it'll be a lot. And now there'll be a whirlpool to get. And those will get like that. But now that I'm at 200, one thing I can do in this game is I can get these clouds now, and I can jump to get them, which isn't really feasible in the other Katamari game, but that's 300 there, so I can exit the level. And that's the last, like, I guess, like the format level is going to kind of start changing a little bit now. There will be levels that are similar to that, like, in the level after this is kind of a similar format. And this is one level that's actually exclusive to Katamari Forever, because this level utilizes the jumping mechanic, because you can like roll these things, and you can like jump on them to get to higher areas, but it's not really optimal to do that when I'm trying to just complete the objective for this level, but it is a thing you can do. And if you're trying to get like the max score, you'll need to do that. There's only one relatively quick I should be able to get to 800, I think, before this runs out. Unfortunately, I didn't really route this optimally, so let's see. Hurry up, game. Okay, I need to hurry up. I'm almost out of that. Good. Okay. That level's pretty quick in this, but it's a really fun level to do when you're just trying to get the max score. Yeah, have to stay hydrated, exactly. And that's also, I guess, a good reminder to stay hydrated in chat. Do I have the emotes? I don't know if this... No, I don't think I don't know what the code is for a hydrating that I have, but this level you just move like absurdly fast. This is a remix of the drive mode from We of Katamari, the level where you like just like drive, where you like the race level. And the drive mode, it took inspiration from that, and this is essentially that squared. So you just move absurdly fast. It's kind of hard to really just consistently do a route, and I'll generally just be getting yeeted around everywhere. Yeah, like there. I would have liked to get that Broken Heart game. This isn't going the best, but it's kind of hard to find a consistent route. I kind of have one, but I've got off it a long time ago in this particular one. I guess going on these staircases, if you can do that, it's helpful because it slows you down quite a bit. Okay, I just want to get a few of those. Good. But after getting to 3 meters, I generally have a more concrete way of doing it after getting to 3 meters, but that's not to say I can always stick to the routes. But if I can get... Okay, I didn't get that Broken Heart, which is good, but I guess enjoy the jam while I get to my final use. Centimeter's good. Yeah, thanks for the raid. Each of the cousins each have their own little car. Yeah, that's really neat. And this next level is another DLC level from Beautiful Katamari. And you just have to... The gimmick of this is that after I get to 3,000 meters, there'll be like a lot of planets that I very easily get bumped into, and it's just about danger, and you have to roll up dangerous objects to get the best score. That's another interesting mechanic with this game. The way to get the max score isn't just to roll up as big as you can. You also need to roll up objects of a certain type, which honestly, in my opinion, makes trying to get the max score not as fun as it would be. I prefer just having to get as big as I can, but it's also an interesting kind of challenge if you want to route it. Now I need to find the Broken Heart. It can be a little tricky to get because it's on top of these things, and there's also like whirlpools that'll try to be mean. Yeah, I got it pretty quickly there. Luckily, after I get big enough, I can just roll up the whirlpool, so that part isn't as bad. But we're already at 3,000 meters, which is good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when compiling like the song list, I realized there's like 3 different remixes of Katamari Nana, which isn't a song I really think about as much as some of the others, so it's a little interesting to me that there were 3 remixes of that in this game. There's like a hardcore one, and also a hardcore alternative one. Already almost at what I need to get for this level. Just a few more, yay. Oh, thanks for the raid, Amber. And now we're going to be moving on to a kind of interesting level that's also exclusive to Katamari Forever. Here you need to get like these, and you need to get like Cosmos, and you need to get 600 of them to be able to get the ending objective. And one gimmick is that you only start with a minute, but each broken heart you get will get you an additional minute. So even though I only have 40 seconds left, I'm not worried yet, unless the game decides to be particularly mean. We're really going to be doing beeping strats game? Okay, no, good. It beeps after you get to less than 30 seconds, which is why I said that. But this is somewhere where it can be a little tricky, so I generally just like jumping onto that instead of trying to like move along the ramp, because it can be really hard to do that in Ragnarok. But we are almost at 500 now, so I'm just gonna try to get this. And now I just need to get 600 in. I need to go and get the thing that's in the middle here. And there's like a lot of boinging. And that's that level down. It's definitely a pretty cool level. It's one of the levels that, in my opinion, is really tricky to optimize, because you just have to do so much movement around a really small space. But when you get the strats down, it's not that bad, and learn how to like kind of make some parts not as bad. But that's actually the last Robo-King level that we'll be doing. And I'm going to be moving on to the King's levels, and the gimmick here is that the King's asleep, so he'll be talking like he is, but even though he's asleep, he'll still find a way to yell at us if we don't do well in the missions. And a lot of these missions involve getting a lot of certain items, so in those missions we probably won't be doing that well, but some of them are also time-based, and ideally I'll be doing well on those. But yeah, in this level I need to get to 1 meter 30 centimeters and roll up Hansel and Gretel that are at the beginning layer. But to get the maximum score, you need to I would need to get 1,414 sweets, but I'm not worrying about that here. Wait, where's the count? There's gonna be I need to make sure to look at when certain levels are coming up, because there's something I'll need to spam later. Not yet, but later on. I'll need to spam Bayers, because that level's in this game. But I guess anyway, Pidge, if you have like anything you need to say, now would be a good time.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you very much for the raids from Hipponwana and Amber CXC. Welcome, Raiders. I hope that you enjoy the stream. For those of you who are new, and for anyone else who may need a reminder, this is Speedrun Ragnarok 2021 in support of Take This. Take This is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce the overall stigma around mental illness. We have several exciting bid wars and incentives as our marathon is continuing to run till tomorrow. If you'd like to make a donation, you can type !donate in the chat and it will take you to our Tiltify.
Yeah, thanks. So this level is one from Beautiful Katamari, and here I need to roll up all of the objects in the kids' room, except the cousins. I don't need to roll them up. If I don't fall here, this might be a really good mission. Yeah, that went well. So the tricky thing with that mission is that you need to be careful to not miss anything there. Yeah, it's definitely one of the more tricky missions because it's a little strict with things. Was that? Yeah, that was 120 points. Nice. I think you need to get sub 40 for 120 points in this mission. It's like if you're just missing like one small object, it can be really tricky to find it. And also your Katamari, if you roll up like the train tracks in particular, it's really to just get your Katamari to where you can't really do anything. To where you just roll over a certain object. Okay, yeah, y'all need to get y'all's bears out, by the way, because this is probably one of the more tricky missions to do well on, but the king will just be saying bear in a bit. Because I'm gonna roll this bear up. Yeah, good. I'm glad I didn't accidentally get the cow. Bear. But yeah, that's just a really short mission. But if you're trying to get the maximum score, you have to roll up the cow bear, which requires getting to over 7 meters. I think one of the things that's like one of the modes you can do, like it makes it so that you can have that format. I forget if that's actually unlockable, but I think I remember it being one of the formats, if I'm not mistaken. And now we're moving on to Fireflies. Here, I just need to get to 1 meter and 50, and then roll up the student here. And with Katamari, this is a kind of long mission, but here it's really quick because the broken heart is here that can get me diameter really quickly. But we're already almost at 1 meter and 50. And one thing also is that if you jump, I think it gives you slightly more speed than just like rolling along. So if I don't need to get any objects, I'll sometimes just be jumping when I can. Did I miss that? I may have missed that. I think that's later. It's possible I missed that, but thanks for the reminder if that was earlier in the menu and I just missed it. Definitely wouldn't put past me to do that. But that is a thing that you do in the speedrun, yes. 32.9. That may have been a PB. That mission went pretty well. I don't know what my best ever time on that is. But yeah, I think that I just kind of go from left to right and then to the next row. Cows, bears. Yeah, you don't do the money mission though. The one where you need to roll up a lot of money. Oh yeah, that one is. I'll talk more about it when we get there, but that one is definitely a tricky mission if you want to get the best score. And here I need to roll up like food to get big enough to fight a sumo wrestler. And I think it was probably one of the highlights in Wheel of Katamari. But in this one, I need to get to 293 kilograms, I think, and then blow up the sumo wrestler. Okay, so we're already at 167, which is good. I think that really helped. And here I just need to get these cakes, and that should get me enough to just complete the level good. Sub-minute is a good time there. Everybody move your body, Katamari is a party. Yeah, that's a pretty fun. That's a pretty fun song. I guess another thing I can do, I guess one thing I'll also say is that you can get your donations in if you want to me to try to sing some of the lyrics. That was just like a sample that I did for free.
Do I have time to read a quick donation?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. We have a $50 donation from Bahamut X that says, I see Smooth Jazz All Healers is in the lead for FF14, so this donation is to make sure it stays that way. White mages represent Thou Shall Holy Spam. Thank you very much, Bahamut, not only for the donation, but for all you've done to help out in this marathon.
Oh, yeah, thanks for that donation, and shout-outs to, like, the volunteers and everything. That it's really been helpful, like, getting this marathon. It's a lot to, like, put on a marathon, and the volunteers, it's really appreciated to help out. So this is the shopping mission that was mentioned a bit ago. Here I need to roll up 300,000 yen worth of things to complete the level, and I think I might be a little off route. That's fine. But when you're the objective when you're trying to get the max score is to get as many like things as you can. Like to get as many of the items as you can, so you have to avoid getting expensive objects. But for the speedrun, I just want to get the expensive objects. And you'll notice that there is not a time limit. Because like it usually takes like a max score run that I think is online with this stage. I think it takes them like 20 or 25 minutes to complete if you're being careful enough to do that. So it's not really fun to. I don't find it really fun to try to do because you just have to be so careful and move so slowly. And it's even more hard in drive mode. Oh, I know that this has another calorie stage, but you want to roll up as many as you can to get the max score. Okay, so now moving on to one of the more tricky missions for speedrunning, in my opinion, because I'm going to be rolling around to school trying to roll up students. And there's some 93 or so students, and it's really easy to just miss one, but I think I found a pretty good route if I don't get stuck anyway. Okay. There is a broken heart in the bathroom, but I don't want to go there yet because it's more helpful later on in the stage. But yeah, I just kind of want to roll around here to get more diameter. It's taking a little bit to get things, but that's fine. I still have 28 to get, which I'm gonna roll around here while I'm kind of clear it out a little bit. So I won't have many to get the. So how many will this put me at left? Oh, 2! Okay, that's good. Where are the last 2? Oh wow, that's all of them. Nice. So 47 is a pretty good time there. Not that much behind my PB. I realize that I have the sound effects really low, so you don't hear it that much. So you don't hear the celebration that much, but that's just because that also changes the volume of the driving thing, which I think it's better when that isn't quite as loud. And now we're moving on to a camp mission. This is probably one of the more tricky missions in the game. Yo! Here's cool things have happened.
Yeah, we have hit $10,000. That means we've hit our first milestone and we can afford an AFK room for Take This. Thank you so much, everybody, for all your support.
Oh, nice!
Get hype in the chat.
Yeah, that is so awesome.
Do we have time to read some donations with that?
Sure, yeah.
Awesome, thank you. We have $40 from Leggy Starscream that says, "Go Garby! Katamari is always one of my favorite runs to watch, and Garby is an amazing runner of all the games. Donation goes to the all DPS category for FF14. And on that, we also have $25 from Margaret Ann that says, "Dubstep, baby!" We have $50 from Ninja Tar that says, "That's for life." Donation goes to FF14 Dubstep DPS. Getting a spicy bid war going on these donations here. Also, Biscuit donates $179.12 with the comment just says, "Go!"
Yay!
And then we have $34 from Zoe Vermillion. This is great marathon, friendos. Everyone else in this voice chat really wants the all DPS run, but I am nothing if not a mischievous little imp. So put this towards the all healer run, smooth jazz. Thank you so much once again, everybody. Cannot thank you enough for all your generous support for our marathon for Take This. You're doing wonderful, wonderful things.
Oh yeah, thank you so much everyone for those donations. And also, yeah, like it's being said in chat, like, yeah, it's definitely one of the more tricky missions that I was just doing because it's so easy to just fail it by accidentally falling in the water and also hitting living things. Yeah, that causes them to. It also causes them to bump you back, which can make it easy to accidentally fall in the water. So it can definitely be a tricky mission. And we're also kind of running out of time for that bid war because we're getting pretty close to the end of this run. Like, there's only about 5 or 6 more missions, I think, or I guess like 8 or so. But they're going to start being pretty short. Here, I can just get this broken heart and get a lot. You need to get, if you're trying to get the max score, you'll want to get as big of a diameter as you can while only rolling at 50 objects. But for the speedrun, you just need to get 50 objects, so it can be done really quickly, especially with broken heart there. But some of these missions now are just kind of like 10 or so seconds each, so yeah, it'll be moving really quickly. I think so far there's a decent chance of this being a pretty decent amount underestimate because this has been going pretty well. So there might not be quite as much time for like the FF14 bid war as it might appear based on where we are relative to estimates. And now this mission is kind of an interesting mission because it works a little differently than a lot of the other missions. Oh, it's a DLC stage, interesting. But you just need to roll up to the snowball that's here to make a snowman, and no matter how you like, no matter the score you get in this level, no matter how big the snowball you roll is, you'll always get 100 points there. And the only reason to really roll around in this stage to get bigger is for personal satisfaction and to make a pretty snowman and to get the cousins. But making a pretty snowman is still important, so I definitely still get this level. Oh, I need to actually do menus. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I figured that would have kind of been a cool mechanic where you have to get a certain good ratio of the bottom snowball to the top snowball. Yeah, but that mechanic isn't really in this game. Did we do all the missions? Good. Okay, so this is another kind of tricky mission because you need to roll to 10,000 degrees Celsius by rolling up hot objects, but rolling up cold objects will decrease your temperature. And if you get your Katamari to 0 degrees Celsius, you'll fail the mission. And it can be easy to do that. And it makes it so, for the most part, you want to try to avoid the broken hearts. There can be certain circumstances where I want to get it later in the level, but I want to try to avoid that broken heart failure. And I want to really be careful with how I'm rolling. But if everything goes right, this can be done really, really quickly. This is starting off well. I don't want to get that fire extinguisher. I think I missed some things, so not as big as I could be. Okay, so I'm already at 8,000, so this is going pretty well. Oh, okay, good. I didn't know that. Good. That went well. Yeah, there's a Katamari in the Swing remix. There's like a lot of tracks in this game. There's something like 31 that you can choose from. Oh yeah, there's like multiple remixes of it. It was a pretty amazing track, so I definitely see that. Oh, there's a Katamari of Love remix and Touch My Katamari. That is cool. I haven't played that game any actually, but I definitely want to try it at some point because, hey, it's a Katamari game I haven't tried, so I definitely want to check it out. And now we're moving on to a set of 3 missions that go pretty quickly. So here I need to roll to 10 centimeters and then exit the mission. Or no, yeah. To get the best score, I would need to roll to 20 centimeters exactly without knowing how big I am. And if I try to do it when I'm too small, the king will yell at me like this, like he's doing right now. Yeah, but now I'm big enough, so I can just exit. And if you get to 30 centimeters in this level, you'll fail the mission. So you want to also be careful not to roll it too big. But there's going to be 2 more variants of this that are each kind of long and will mainly be menuing. So if you have anything to say, Pidge, now would be a good time.
Sure, and the spicy FF14 bid war continues to roll on in the donation comments. We have $20 from K-Shura that says, "Oops, I accidentally clicked on all healers. Oh well, all healers it is." And $50 again from Bahamut X that says, "Such devastation. This was not my intention. This goes towards Smooth Jazz." And with that, that's actually kind of okay. It's a little less close than it was before. Smooth Jazz is at $189, and Dubstep all DPS is at $130. So if you want all DPS to win, get those donations in because that's coming up fairly soon.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end of the run now. Like probably only maybe 5 to 10 minutes left in this run now. So there's definitely not much more time for that.
Speaking of bid wars that are closing soon, when do you need me to tell you about the final level music choice?
There's about 2 or 3 minutes for that. It's after I guess I'll say after I start the dream levels when I'll close donations for that.
All right, chat, you hear that? Get your donations in for the final level music bid war.
And there's like another level to do before that, but it's a level that's literally about 5 seconds long, so there's pretty much just menus and stuff before that, so you'll really need to hurry with your donations if you want to get them in for that. But in the next level, I'll need to get to like 25 centimeters, and I think you start at about 20, but the thing is it's really fast to roll to get big enough to do that. So yeah, y'all will need to hurry with the donation if I want to get in for that. DLC. Yeah, I hear there are a lot of cool DLC stages in Touch My Katamari. Yeah. But yeah, I guess I'll just say it'll be closing really soon. But yeah, there's only a couple of more stages. The next stage is also going to be a Katamari Forever exclusive because wait, no, I go to this level because it uses the hopping mechanic that was introduced in this game, and I need to roll up dreams that the king has had, and there are a lot of throwbacks to previous levels and such. And I guess now would be a good time to close the Bib War. So how's that looking?
All right. Well, the winning choice is Katamari on the Wings.
Okay, cool. So I guess I'll be switching to that. I need to remember the exact menu link to do that. I had a like notes document in Cape for that, but I don't know if I have it open right now. But yeah, in this level, I will need to I need to roll these up, and I want to hop to try to get the bigger dreams. Because that makes it like a lot easier to get. If I can get a lot of these, that'd be good. Yeah, I should be able to get them pretty quickly right now. And I just need to get the 300 that I can exit. Okay. So we're doing Katamari on the Wings. Okay, I still have it. That's 4 presses of L1 to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Okay. And this is also the last level. So time will be after I roll up the king and later on. It won't be for about 4 or so minutes, but just as a heads up. When I get to outer spaces, when it'll be really close to time to get that. Yeah, I want to wait and get the broken heart here later after that happens. But yeah, this is the final level in Beautiful Katamari. And with the broken heart and everything, it moves a lot faster. In that level, initially, you got, counting the additional 2 minutes you get after reaching 10,000 meters, you got 20 minutes total, and here you get 9 counting those. Oops, I actually spoiled it. The goal isn't actually to get to 10,000 meters, even though that's what it says on the bottom there. But yeah, there'll be a kind of cool thing that happens when we get to 10,000. After we get to 3 kilometers, I'll be going to pick up various islands and continents. But this is a good start. But we're getting pretty close to the end of this. The first part of this is pretty similar to how the danger mission was, except there's like different assortments of objects. And here I need to roll up powerful things, but the main thing with this level is that typically in the most optimal speedrun route, you don't really get them too much. You're not really able to get a lot of powerful objects, so getting 120 points in this level actually requires deviating from the path, and I haven't actually done it any in my main file, but I haven't really focused as much on that. I guess it would be kind of cool to try to get 120 points in every level at some point, but some of them require doing some pretty tricky things. Like the Cowbear and Drypo, for instance, that would be really, really tricky. This is going pretty well. We're already at 3,500. So now I can roll a lot of the desert islands. And we're already at 5,000, so this is going well. If I can just find this could be a really a really good time for this level, actually. So we're, I think at about 6,000 points, you can pretty much roll up everything. Okay, I guess I can't roll up that yet, but now I just kind of want to roll around looking for islands. And so for some of them, the hitbox can be a little finicky, but now would be, I guess, a good time to kind of just get ready on time, because I'll get to 1.1 million pretty quickly. This changes depending on how much you actually have left. But yeah, it's really close to being finished. Oh wow, let me get these. Yeah, so get round time. Where's the king? Time!
GG.
Thanks. So what time was that? That felt like a pretty solid run.
It looks like you got a 58.46.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. So yeah, so this kind of just ends with this, since we're starting from the completed file. But normally there would be like a mini game that you could do, but we don't. But since this is from a completed file, we won't do that. There is a way to still play it, but yeah, I guess thanks Speedrun Ragnarok for having me, and thanks Pidge for hosting.
Thank you very much for being part of our marathon. That was a great run.
Yeah, thanks. And thanks everyone for your donations toward the Bib War, and also for getting us to above 10K. That is so cool. But I think I'll throw it back to the host now. So thanks everyone.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Garby, for that fantastic Katamari Forever run. Actually, speaking of donations, we received a $100 donation from Leggy Starscream with just the comment, "Healers adjust." And with that puts DPS back in the lead at $230 versus $189 for all healers. So, if you want healers to win, you better get those donations in really quickly, because we're going to be cutting that off right at the start of the next run. We'll be right back with Final Fantasy XIV.